Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to Season 1, Episode 4 of my Red Star save. And today, it's that game. We're taking on Partizan in the league. And as you can see, it's fairly important because they're 10 points ahead of us. So let's go ahead and look at some previous results. You last saw the team. I don't actually remember right there. So we played 4 games since then, 2 wins, 2 losses, one of which was fairly disappointing. And actually, their players scored a hat trick against us in 40 minutes. So, I mean, you can see when we scored our goals, we were truly beaten. We did rotate very heavily, though, so. And then Hertha, well, I mean, we were expected to lose them. But 2 very good wins over Borak and those guys. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and now let me just show you real quick who we've gotten, even though you probably already saw it in the Europa League. Ajax. I mean, it could have been better, could have been worse. I mean, we could have gotten like Olympic Lyon or Arsenal or something like that. So, anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at today's team. We've got Borjan in goal, Rodic, Babic, Satara, and Stojkovic at the back. Pretty standard there. Kristic and Jovicic in midfield. Kanga, Cernic, and Boakia in the attacking midfield positions, and Pesic up top. Boakia's on 31 goals now. So, there's that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. I can't actually remember what the name of this derby's called. And I know so many players on that team because I I was managing them on FM16, so yeah, good team. But they don't have, what's his name? I can't remember his name anymore. Zivkovic. So that's good because he scares me. Anyway, yeah, let's give the fans a performance to cheer for. Yep, tremendous occasion. I don't care. Okay. Let me just look up what this derby's called. Because I don't remember. Let's see here. Versus Red Star. Which, worth noting, this actual fixture played 2 days ago at the time of recording. So that was Wednesday. Finished 1-1. Boakia scoring late for Red Star. So that's good. Their goal scorer was Suma from a penalty. Interesting. And they're actually coming forward here, I do believe. What is the name of this dang thing? The Eternal Derby. How did I forget that? Yeah, makes sense. Apparently nothing came of that chance. So we're playing on the counter today if I didn't mention that because I am quite scared of them. Especially away from home. At home we may go attacking. I'm not sure yet. Depends what kind of form we're in going into it, I guess. But we know this counterattacking system works because we beat some pretty big teams. Now, if Partizan are big enough for us to use it, well, we're still trying to find out. Cernic's pass forward is blocked. Krisic to Kanga, who spreads it to Boakia, a little bit behind him, but no big deal. He's going to try to beat his man here. Instead, actually passes to Kanga. Jovicic up to Pesic. Pesic tries to play through Cernic down the left wing, but it's intercepted, and they're coming forward now. A lot of space down the right there. They're in the middle now. Suma, their actual goal scorer in this game, takes the shot. Well wide. In terms of what happened in that last game, though, I don't really know. I mean, we did well to almost come back, but, you know, when you allow a player to score first half hat trick and you don't score at all, it's going to be very difficult. And, I mean, we did rotate because that game was 3 days ago, so we had to save some legs for this one, but, I mean, we still put out a good enough team to win and just didn't do it. So, but we're in possession here. Lump it forward to nobody, apparently, and Everton Louise picks it up to Suma. Out to Tosic. And it's well intercepted by Satara there. Boakia now. Up to Pesic. And Pesic tries to play through Jovic. It's not quite the weight, but he plays through Kanga, who should score and does score. And that's 1-0 in the Eternal Derby. Not complaining at all whatsoever. That moves us up to 3rd in the league. As I think this is one of our games in hand. Of course, it's also theirs, so it is fairly pivotal. Pivotal? That's a word. Pivotal. But that's a good goal there by Kanga. And we'll see the league table in a minute here. Well, no, we're not, because there's a highlight straight from kickoff. I hope Partizan don't just... Nope, that's a good tackle by Cernic, of all people, to slide in and make a challenge. We're passing the ball around fairly well here, keeping possession, now moving forward, and that... Okay. I mean, that wouldn't have been my shot selection. Anyway, so this is our game in hand, yeah, so it is a little bit important that we try and win this. Mostly just to keep pace with Partizan, but because they were 10 points ahead of us going into this, you've got to remember, so 7 points now is the gap. So if points are split in half and you're on an odd number of points, how does that work? I've never thought about that. Because the points do split in half, don't they, at the going into the second stage. So what happens if you're on an odd number of points? It doesn't go to half points, does it? Like, that would be bizarre. Yeah, because like we're on 41 points, so... I mean, it's not going to go to 20 and a half points, right? Because that would just be weird. How does that... Is there a... Hold on. Now I have to look at this before I forget. How does that... league table... Rules... At least I thought it said points halved. I don't know if it... Final phase, Group A. Yeah, along with 50% of their points gained. So, I guess it would go to half points? Is that a thing that can happen? Okay. Sure. It's a fun league system, though, no doubt. I enjoy it. Haven't actually played through a full season with it yet, but... I mean, it's kind of nice because it makes you, you know, it rewards teams that are clutch late on as opposed to teams that just dominate in the beginning of the season, which is good for us because we sucked at the beginning of the season, if you remember correctly. I think we had 1 win from 4 in the league or something like that, or 2 wins from 4, which isn't really good enough. And we're in possession here, attempting to come forward. Pass is intercepted, though, and now Partizan can come at us through Tawamba. That's a name. And Tawamba again now, and Everton Louise hits the shot. I'm perfectly aware that he does that a lot. And hopefully he won't score too many. I mean, he's a bit like our Mitchell Donald, from what I can tell. He just shoots everything. He's down there on the bench today. But if he gets the ball in space on the outside of the area, he will shoot it all the time. And it really doesn't go in all that often either. Partizan are in possession here in the 30th minute, coming forward. And Suma to Kasovic, who shoots as well. I mean, if they keep taking long shots all day, I'm not going to have a problem with it. Especially with us being 1-0 up, I mean. What in the world is Boake doing back there? I mean, played it back to the keeper. Very, very smart from him there. And Pesic now plays through Cernic, who just didn't really get anything behind the shot. The FM commentary did a good job there. Looked easier to miss. And they're not wrong. And we have another chance straight after. Good. And we are in possession. Stojkovic plays it across, and it's actually intercepted. That was really poor from us there. And Partizan are coming forward once again. Ball across, and he got his head on it, but good save by the keeper. I was too busy trying to remember how to pronounce his name than actually commentate on the chance there. And that looked like it went in. I'm not gonna lie, but it just kind of hit one of the posts back there. Who knows? And Tawamba's actually injured for them now, so they're having to bring on Janovic, something like that. But Meanwhile, Kanga puts in the free kick. Not cleared well. Boaki on the edge. Cernic shoots, and it's well over the bar. Looked offside to me, and it was, yeah. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I'll just pretend he knew that was over. Yeah. I love how I make motions with my hands. You can't see those. That's no webcam. I'll work on that later. Don't worry about it. But we're rolling into halftime now. And apparently Satara lost possession a lot, which is not good considering he's a center back. Unless they count clearing the ball as losing possession. Anyway. Don't get complacent. Yeah, I don't care if the goalkeeper's stressed. Hopefully he won't have to do much. If all goes to plan, I mean, he should just be able to stand there and kick the ball occasionally. That's what we hope, at least. And Babic is going to have to come off at some point soon because he was tired going into this. So he won't last a whole lot longer, maybe till the 60th or so. And they have a free kick, and we just decided not to mark him. Smashes it against the post. I don't know why he was unmarked like that. I mean, a lot of times it works because they'll try and head it, and then there'll just be a bunch of people that'll block the header. But yeah, he was able to get a clean shot away there. And they're bringing on a center back for a fullback. Now that's a weird change. Especially since they're, losing. I would have expected a more attacking change, but we're going to take off Babic and bring on Leitalik. Sure, he can score goals, right? Apparently, he's got like 5 goals this season. Of course, it helps when you can play in midfield, but he hasn't been playing. I think he's played in midfield once or twice. So, and he's not very good at it either. And Kristic, I think that's inside the area, honestly. But just took the shot anyway. I mean, I swear that was inside the box, and it doesn't matter, though. The game didn't think it was, at least, because it was a direct free kick, considering he shot it. Is that a thing that can happen in FM, indirect free kicks? I don't think I've ever seen one, because the keeper's not going to handle the ball. I wouldn't think, inside the box, as their cross is cleared away. And they've clipped another one in, also headed away. And they've got the ball on the edge of the box now, and Jevtovic shoots well wide and over. Wover. And they have another free kick that's deflected out for a corner. I assume nothing's going to result from this corner. Wow, their ground is packed today. Of course, I wouldn't expect any less in a game like this. And Kanga might be able to break here, actually. Pesic now. I think they've only got 1 or 2 men back. And we weren't able to capitalize on it at all. That was not the prettiest thing to look at. And we're going to go and take off Kristic. She really hasn't been playing much as of late. And Donald's very good at that role. Yeah, he can do just about everything in midfield. It's quite nice. Oh, and I guess I forgot to mention that Ranijic is injured, and he's just now starting to come back, but obviously is not going to participate in this at all. He's just named on the bench in case we needed him. Currently, we don't need him, though, as we're still 1-0 up in the 80th minute. I'm very surprised. I don't really want to take off Kanga, but I would not want to play Govajic in midfield. Well, no, that's not happening. And, okay. We're struggling for options here, honestly. We've got a striker, a center back, and then everything, because he can do that. I don't know, maybe having somebody slightly more defensive in that can tackle and stuff might be helpful. I guess we'll find out. I mean, he is actually described as a defensive midfielder, so I guess it's not that out of his wheelhouse. I'm sure playing right back is more out of his wheelhouse than playing attacking mid, so hopefully we can hold on here, though. Not many shots as of late. I mean, they've just had one there, but not really enough to be concerned about. I mean, we are kind of getting dominated on the stats today. The one shot on target just so happened to go in. I can't complain, though. We are up to third, as previously mentioned, and we have a chance to score another one here, maybe. Ball's put in, headed away, and actually it looks like Partizan are going to be the ones countering. As the ball's put in, he's going to shoot. Yeah, that was expected. He didn't really have any other options. His support wasn't coming forward quick enough. And I'm hoping we can not concede late on here. It is intercepted. Goval just plays it out to Cernic. Play it to the left back. Thank you. Rodic now, who's tackled. That was poor. And now he's caught way far forward and has to sprint back. I think our player just got screened by the ref there. That was interesting. And their shot's blocked and cleared away. I was about to go defensive, but a little late for that one, I guess. So the ball's put across. He's going to shoot. That's an interesting save by Borjan there, the Canadian. And I am going to go defensive. Actually, screw it. I'm going contain. I'm just going to a lock-up shop. As the corner is put in, headed away, Govaljic can clear now up towards Pesic. I mean, it was one-on-one. I'm surprised that he couldn't do anything about that. And they might come forward again here. I mean, there's no way we're going to be able to go off contain. This Leitalik clears, but not very well. Clearing to the middle of the field's never really going to work. Oh, what? Really? You're going to let them do that? I mean, we're not going to be able to go off contain, really, effectively. I mean, we can try, obviously. To be fair, though, they've really kind of deserved that goal. As long as they don't grab another one. I mean, it's not the end of the world. They're probably going to grab another one, aren't they? As Leitalik heads forward, but it's picked up by Partizan. I don't have a good feeling about this at all. Ball's put in, and... What the... Okay, well, they pushed the keeper, I guess. Or blocked them off, or did something that you can't do. And Borjan heads... I would be concerned if he headed that. He might have a concussion. But, anyway, we're actually through here. Pesic can't score. I mean, we've been okay, really. We didn't really deserve the win, let's be honest. But we might still have time to get it here. Cernic is in possession, out to Rodic, who's just kind of lost the ball every time I've seen him today. Donald, his pass is blocked. I mean, that's not where you want to lose possession. And Suma's in and shoots well over. He would not be very happy with that finish. And if I was his manager and had a substitution left, he'd be off the pitch right now, in all honesty. I assume there's not going to be a goal here, because that would just be weird. Yeah, cleared away by Rodic. First time on the volley, actually. Pesic actually plays through Govaljic, who hits one from way out. I don't know why he's doing that, but anyway. I mean, I guess he is a right back, or at least that's where I play him. So, probably not the best going forward. And that's full time, 1-1. Away from home, I can't complain. Especially since they grabbed their equalizer so late on. Yeah, I'm going to say they were unlucky, even though we didn't really deserve it at all. I don't want to do the press conference at all. I mean, you could say our form's kind of slipping, really, but no, that's not the right button at all. You can see that let's do that again. You can see our form's kind of slipping there, but, I mean, with the winter break and stuff, it shouldn't be much of an issue. And in terms of the next episode, I mean, it's fairly obvious at this point. Ajax, both games. Ajax, I mean, we might have a chance to get them against them. I mean, you can look at their key player, who is a bit good, valued at 15 million. What is, who is our key player? Donald? Oh, great. Yeah, he's not worth anything because he's old. What's like Kanga's value? because I would probably call him our best player. Only 500k. So, I mean, there is a fair quality gap there. You can assume just by looking at the values. I don't really feel like analyzing their attributes at this moment in time. There he is. Yeah, Boaki's at 1.1. So, yeah, fair quality gap there. But we'll see what we can do against them. I mean, we've beaten teams better than them. Have we? Not really. Yeah, I mean, we beat Hertha. Their Hertha are probably better than Ajax, so we'll just have to see what happens. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like on the video. If you're new around here, please do subscribe. And I'll see you next time.